What's up, everybody? We're live. Oh, the Midnight Express is coming out, huh? How about it? Bring them on. Yeah, here they come. Beautiful Bobby. Beautiful sunshine. Sweet Blaze. How's everybody doing? Let's get right to it. All right, how y'all doing? Good to see y'all. We got Odds, Marley, Monstar. I'm doing a robot. Patty, good to see everybody. I got myself. I'm gonna collect some beans today. What's up? What's up? But I'm probably gonna try this because it's so sunny out. Yes, I got my sunglasses on. I haven't used this umbrella in years. It might not even work. Oh, hey now. Trying to add some shade to the phone here. No sunscreen. I got myself a little umbrella. I'm going to try to hold this phone and an umbrella. Ella, A. I know if I keep shade on the phone, it's not going to overheat. This phone will overheat. It's about 87 degrees out here right now. I feel like Mary friggin' Poppins. No sunscreen, no lotion. Lady Devil's in the house. I'm going to take too long. I'm going to show you some things we're going to have to probably pick and some things that are growing really fast that we just planted last week. I'm probably going to fill up at least one of these bowls with green beans. I had some yesterday. I made bacon, butter, garlic, and a little bit of seasoning. No salt, no pepper, no sugar, just green beans, garlic, bacon, and butter. And sauteed them up, fried them up. It was delicious. Had that with my dinner yesterday. Thank you so much for likes, the shares, and all that good stuff. We're going to check out the garden, see what's doing good, see what's doing bad. I want to jump in my neighbor's pool today, man. It's nice and hot. I got my coffee in me. Got tons of traffic going out. It's a beautiful day. I watered where I had to plant grass. Umbrella hats. Yeah, I do need one of those. I need a way to like hook it to my sunglasses or something. Oh, it's a beautiful morning. There you go. Protect my melon. Stupid. We're going to check out the garden. We're going to check out everything that's going on. Cowboy John, good to see you, bro. Last week we planted radishes. We picked a bunch of onions. I'm gonna leave the rest of the onions in. I have a whole one of these bowls full of green onions that are drying out, and I have a whole bowl of these full of little bulbed up white onions that I'll use for whatever. Now, I made white onion powder and green onion powder before. I still have some of that in there. One thing I'm going to have to start checking is how long these herbs keep their potency, because I literally have basil mix in there from 3 or 4 years ago. It probably has no use at all. So I have a fresh bowl of the herbs that I use. I'm so tempted to bring that marjoram plant. It says to keep it in a hanging basket, but I have it hanging. It's really not growing. So I'm almost tempted to put that marjoram somewhere else to see if it'll grow a little better. It's supposed to hang over that. Feed me more. I'll tell you one thing I'm not feeding me more is those kohlrabis, those kohlrabi. I had some twice, once in a salad and once just raw, and man, do they hurt my stomach. Hey, next shift's in the building. He had a fresh bowl this morning too. Wake and bake if you can. There you go. So we're gonna fill one of these up with green beans. I'm gonna show you how many damn green beans we have. It's ridiculous. Cucumbers and zucchini. I'll show you why I normally don't grow them. They're not doing really well right now. I might be on later on with the Hardcore Sports Network. Randy and Mitch are in the chat here. I know at 5 o'clock we do a Pick and Roll podcast, the Pick Your Nose podcast. So all the poop heads out there and all you hoop heads out there, check it out 5 o'clock on the Hardcore Sports Network. And we're going to go check out everything in the herb garden, in the regular garden. I'm going to show you where I planted a bunch of grass. I don't like putting hay or straw over top of the grass for a couple reasons. Number one, when you buy a big thing of hay or grass, um, when you buy hay or straw, I should say, and you put it over the grass, you're basically having a bunch of possibility of weed seeds from there. Not the kind of weed Randy's doing. Next shift up there smoking in Canada. So that's where all that smog from Canada is coming. I don't have my laugh button to make it seem like I'm funny. Uh, but I just throw tons of. I have a couple friends that are landscapers, and so I talked to them about it. And I said, "What's the best way to plant grass?" I got areas that wouldn't grow grass, and of course I do have this area. And I just saw the guy who does this. This turf is just phenomenal. That's not grass. That's just turf, but it looks great. Just cut my grass yesterday. What about now? Does the sound back now? Come on, guys, help me out in the chat. Can you hear me now? God, as a Verizon guy, I used to hear that so much. What about now? Can you hear me? Yes? No? Yes? No? No? Yes? Yes. Thank you. Jeez. Does it sound shitty? Does it sound good? Does it sound bad? I was using my headset because there's a mic that I hate people. I can't stand. I don't hate anybody. I hate people. Hey, everybody. This is my mic, and I'm holding it like a moron. Mama's in the house. What happened? How come you guys couldn't hear me? Let me try something. I might have hit the mute button. Let's see if I can put this headset on and if it's working. Now, can you hear me now? Now. Did it stop? Did it stop, or can you still hear me now that I plugged that back in? Let me know if you guys can hear me now. Yeah. Hey, wrestling mom. Okay. Now, can you hear me? Can you still hear me? Give me another okay that you guys can hear me. Can still hear you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Because I don't want to flip the camera and go rambling. It must have went out or something. I don't know. Maybe I hit the mute button or something on here. But now we're good with the headphones in. All right. So let's go check out the garden. I'm going to try to hold Gucci. I'm not Gucci. Let's go check out the garden. Atlanta, Georgia will bring rain to Blaze. We already had enough rain to last week. I was giving Mitch some shit earlier for calling me blazed. You guys are my friends. You guys have known me a long time. That's a little trick I've done. If you call me blazed, I get it. It's YouTube. That's my YouTube channel name. But if you're calling me Blaze without the D, I know you're my friend. You know me very well. I'm Gucci. I'm Vogue. Vogue. Sultan. All right. Let's get to the garden. I'm going to say how I'm going to hold this phone as well as an umbrella. Try to keep some shade on the phone so it doesn't overheat. My phone tends to overheat. I need to turn my Wi-Fi off too. Let's turn my Wi-Fi off. There we go. Now we're back. And we're back. All right, so yeah, you guys, if you can't hear me and I'm sitting here yakking, let me know. So I must have hit the button or something. I can hear you. Good, because that's part of the program is hearing me talk. And I'm going to flip the camera around. We're going to go on a little tour of the backyard. Maybe I should put Golf Clap Blaze's voice on. It's such a beautiful day. Still got some clouds from the last few days, but a lot of clearing in the sky as well. Got some birds hanging out with me down there, butterflies in the garden, a lot of spiders in the garden too. I tell you one thing, I like spiders in the garden. There's actually some spiders hanging right above my hanging baskets on my, man, there's bugs everywhere today. And when you sweat, them bugs are all over you. All right. Good to see Randy. Next shift, it's all about the talk. It's all about the Benjamins. All right, let's get this camera flipped and show you the garden. No one wants to see my big ugly nose and my big ears and my bald head. All right, let's take a tour. Well, not necessarily lizards, but we had a little salamanders. When I clean these steps up, I'll tell you the story. I have a friend that does landscaping, and I've been very Let's go with no. Lost me. It's got to be these headphones. Let's scrap the headphones. How about now? Give me the okay if I'm back. Maybe I need to turn the volume up or something. Mic volume is up. Hear me now. Okay. Wow, that's weird. Never had that problem. So anyways, it was $8,000 to fix this, so I did it myself. And as I was cleaning out some of those pavers, found little salamanders under there living. It was pretty cool. Okay. Technical difficulties. It wouldn't be one of my shows without some technical difficulties. All right. Thank you. Thank you guys for letting me know. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves as a former DJ and a drummer and stuff. That I'm using the mic off the phone, which I know isn't the greatest. All right. So here's our grapevine. And I'm not going to have a free hand here because I'm holding this. Can I hold the umbrella and the phone? There we go. So inside of here, I know bugs are going to get to these. Oh, there's a nice group there. So the leaves are protecting them nice. We got some grapes inside of there if you guys can see them. Salamanders. Yeah, we had some salamanders. I'm trying to keep the phone cool so we don't overheat. Grapevine's doing good so far, you know. All right, let's go down here. No groundhogs hanging out over there today. So if you guys remember, go back a couple streams, you'll see a big, huge tree laying down right here. And my neighbor came out with the chainsaw. We took care of the tree. He cleared out all this area behind it. So now what I did is threw a ton of grass seed down and then covered it with soil. The story that was getting to before was, instead of throwing straw or hay over top of the grass seed, which works, it keeps the birds and stuff out. I've learned, one of my friends that's a landscaper says, throw the grass seed down, then throw the dirt over. And as the grass starts growing, just keep throwing grass seed down. So I have a huge bag of grass seed. And there's a ton underneath this topsoil. I got 4 more bags of topsoil I just got today. I'm going to fill in some of the areas around that are washing out. But when we come back, this is going to be all grass. Most of it, I mean, this is This is all their yard. So I spent a ton of money. If you look in this, that's my property line, that pole. So technically, almost all of this is in my neighbor's yard. But with my bad back, that tree had me picking up limbs and nuts from the tree, like, which sucked on my back because I didn't want to damage my lawnmower or anything. But since the tree was half dead, it continued to fall pieces. I mean, the wind would blow a little bit and I'd have tons of branches to pick up. So that needed to be gone. Cleared out a bunch of area back there. We're going to see the difference between what grows here, which has soil on top of it. This is a little experiment I figured I'd do. Down here, you'll see just grass seed down here. Now, yes, the birds are going to pick away at some of the grass seed, but with the rain, it's getting into the ground, and hopefully we'll see if this grows grass. So we're going to test whether the grass seed will grow just thrown on top. Like some people will have luck with that. There's a lot of gravel still down here too, so I don't mind this being a dirt entry into the woods. Ooh, scary woods. But we'll see how it differs from the grass seed underneath the soil here. There you go. And I cut the grass already too, so it looks phenomenal. Let's check out the garden. The garden. Freshly cut grass. Oh, look how beautiful that looks. Tons of clovers, but they're gone now. They'll be back. Let's check out the garden. I got some surprises for you guys. You know what? I'm going to make you wait for the garden. Let's go to the herb garden first. I got to get some weed killer for some of these little weeds popping up in the cracks. All right. Herb garden. Doing pretty well. Cilantro grows like crazy. Look how that grows. Isn't that crazy? I'm going to have to trim that down some. Hydrangea over here looks like it's going to come back. No blooms, but I thought they were going to die. And those are expensive. I didn't realize how expensive the hydrangeas were. Our basil plants are going crazy. I actually have two on the porch I might bring down here because the planters are rather small. Lemon thyme. Smells great. I wish they had smell-o-vision on this. Now, here's all the oregano. I did harvest some oregano, and I'm going to have to harvest some more. Obviously, I'm really happy with the oregano on the left. Look how beautiful it is and growing. In the middle, get that bug out of there. Not bad. And then on the right, more of a creeping type of the Greek oregano is just like crawling as opposed to growing straight up like this Italian oregano. The Italians and the Greek are having a war. So the cilantro here, I thought I'd cut too much, and now look, it's just going right to seed. Thank you, Butterfly. Appreciate that. Man, I love the views and people coming and watching these streams because they're more of a chill stream, just sitting back, hanging out. This pineapple sage plant is freaking amazing. I literally have trimmed this twice now, and it's growing like crazy. I'm getting better at, because I mean, there's certain ways to trim these plants. Like you go down the stem and you look for another seedling or another bud coming out. And then you cut right above it so it continues to grow. And I'm getting better at that. I didn't do a very good job. I just chopped the shit out of this cilantro plant. But I'm lucky I'm getting some yield back on it. The marigold, see the one black marigold? We need to pop that sucker off. And there's our other hydrangea. It's surviving. You see all the little buds coming back out. The next year, hopefully, we'll have some more of those big blue flowers like that one. And then our clematis is done, man. I tell you what, go back a couple streams and see when this clematis was blooming. Holy cannoli, it was awesome. It's getting there. I want it to cover that whole trellis, both of these trellises. There's the herb garden doing fantastic. I was hungry for chicken strips. We got a new chicken joint around here, and it's so good. But instead of ordering, I'm going to make my own. And chicken strips and probably waffle fries or something. So I'm going to try to use this fresh rosemary in the chicken. See how that turns out. So I'm going to pull some rosemary before I leave here. The berries, I had to trim this berry plant a little bit. It was growing all the way up to the top of my little cage with bird net that I did here. And you can see on some of the branches how in the middle there's another bud coming out between the main stem and the branches. That's apparently where you're supposed to cut it and let it keep growing. So I did that on the top, and you can kind of see, if you look close enough, some of the new buds coming out. This is a blackberry bush, but see, the blackberries aren't, look how, they're not doing very well. They're drying out. So I'm not sure if the bugs are getting to them or what. And then here in the blueberry plant, I thought I actually saw some blueberries start to come out. So we could have some blueberries as well. The Necronomicon. What is that from? What movie is that from? From a TV show. I think I know what that's from. Throw me off guard. All right. So the bird net, so I can pull it back up. Stuff's not getting to it. Let's go inside the garden. I have a really good news and some not really sad news because I didn't think it was going to grow very well. Good news here is we got tomatoes. So we got some tomatoes in there doing well, but that plant's not really growing up very high. These ones are yellow tomatoes in the middle, and you see a bunch of them have some fried green tomatoes when they get better. Evil Dead. Ooh, I love Evil Dead. And this plant, I don't know what's going on with this one. It's got some little flowers, but not growing very good. I did put Miracle Grow on the garden again the other day, so hopefully that helps. But we are going to have tomatoes. See some right there. I'm going to leave these onions in, see if they bulb up. Here lies the broccoli. Whoa! I almost bit it. The broccoli was right here. It's gone. Wasn't working out. 3 of the celeries I also took out. They weren't working out. I do have 1 zucchini in there and 1 on this plant. Now I've lost probably 6 or 7 zucchinis already because for some reason they're wilting as they grow up. Now I'll show you one of the problems. See that white stuff all over? Those, I need to get those leaves out of there. Not good. Cabbage is starting to close up. It's pretty good. That's kind of cool looking though, like a big flower. This is cabbage. So it looks like we will have a cabbage head. I threw some new dirt here. So this is new soil. Maybe plant some more radishes, which I'll show you the radishes in a second. These plants are starting to grow, man. These are all the peppers. We got banana peppers, which you can see a couple little banana peppers starting to grow. Green peppers as well. These 3 plants here got bitten by birds at first, so they're starting to grow. But oh, there's a nice big green pepper. So pretty soon we'll have some peppers to eat, which is good. I didn't know if they were going to work. These kohlrabi I'm going to keep growing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how they go. And let's get it closer. Damn, is it hot. See how this is dying? That doesn't look like it's going to make it. So there's actually 2 plants in one there. And then there's the 1 zucchini I'm hoping will grow. Hey, AK, what's happening? Yeah, the garden's good and bad. See, here we got bad news on the zucchini. See, when these leaves start to wilt like that, it's not good. May get 1 or 2 zucchini. My neighbors are doing very well. So might be pulling these zucchinis soon too. Time to cut your losses. That's what we did with the broccoli and some of the celery. Now let's look at the good stuff. We planted these last week. Last week, Friday, not even a week. We planted all these. This is radishes. And once they get tall enough, we'll thin them out. And we'll have a whole bunch of radishes. It looks like every damn seed grew. So all these will be radishes. 21 days is normally how long the radishes take to grow and then be able to be picked. So I think what I'm going to do, since those radishes are doing okay from seed, is put more radishes over there. That's where the celery and the broccoli was. It didn't work out. Here's our big win, and that is green beans. I'm going to have a whole shitload of these today. I'm going to come back out here and pick the heavy ones off. We got really big green beans. I picked a whole bowl of them last week and had them, but look, there's a million back already. So we will have tons. Probably take some to my parents, but lots of green beans. Beans, 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 magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. Beans, beans for every meal. So we'll have a big yield of beans I'm going to pick after. There's a spider. Keep that guy in there. So I had to kind of build a cage to keep them to stand up because, man, they're getting heavy. So lots of beans. Lots of green beans. And now, here's a story of a lovely lady. Here's a story of the cucumbers. See them wilting as well? Number 3, cucumbers actually winning the race, but look at it starting to die. Number 4 was winning it first. 3, 2, and 1. And they're going to start to climb up the top of the fence. But which cucumber did you have in the cucumber race? Cucumber 1? Cucumber 2? Cucumber 3 currently in the lead, but suffering from some deadness. And cucumber 4. Still got some onions back here. See how that one's kind of bulbing up? Have a nice onion there. Our little flower in the corner. And of course the marigolds. Not doing as great as they did last year, but I got to take the dead ones off. Normally what happens is these marigolds all grow big enough that it's like one big row of flowers. And those are great keeping critters and stuff out. Another thing, looks like we got our first grape tomatoes. Hey, look at the tomatoes. Sun is getting warm. You guys still there? I had to bring it indoors. All right, I think we're back. Man, look at me sweating. Oh, so I had to come back inside. My phone did overheat, and it's taking a minute to cool off. So we'll close off the stream inside here. There's a kitty behind me. What are you doing? So that's the garden so far. I'm going to go pick some green beans.
Probably jump in my neighbor's pool. The little tomatoes. Now, normally I'd go out and just pick those tomatoes and eat them. But since I use so much insecticide this year, I'm going to make sure to wash those off really good first. So I have some work to do in the garden yet. I got some more topsoil to put where the grass seed is. Probably go get my dome burnt and my face burnt. But I appreciate you guys sticking around. This one's going to be a little shorter than some of the other ones. But let's see if we can get it back up and running for, I think it's done overheating. At least I know now whenever it overheats. Where'd you go, kitty? He's hiding. So let's get back into the studio here. And I'll go show you one more. I try to water every other day, if not every day. The flowers more than the vegetables. I've tended to overwater before. So if we get rain a couple days, I don't normally do anything with that. If it rains, I don't mess with it. Let's see if this works. Oh, look, it's me twice. Sorry. All right, now we're back. All right. I can hear myself in there, but I'm outside. Not too much. The Twilight Zone. See the mountains in the distance. I'll probably get another minute or two out here before the heat starts to take over the phone again. The umbrella worked for a little bit. Let's get in the shade. There's Parker. Hi, Parker. You say hi to everybody. You're good. All right, so that was good to see a J-Dog. Gardening dubstep. Yeah, the wobbles. So we'll close it out. I'll give you one last little look at everything, and the phone's going to overheat, but I have some work to do back there to put more topsoil down. I'm going to pick a bunch of green beans today, take some to my dad. And that's about it, man. We have the herb garden I need to prune a little bit. How many acres? I don't have very many, not even 1 acre. Just a little backyard. And into the woods isn't mine. So hopefully we'll have some grapes later on in the season too. We'll see how sour they are. I'll have to have my reaction. But one last tour before we head out. The grapevine is doing as good as it can right now. I'm going to keep training these branches to hook onto each other. Planted a lot of grass over there, as we stated, and now I'm going to have to pick some green beans. I got some little baby tomatoes that are already ripening. The berries, man, I'm kind of disappointed in the berries not working. Broccoli is gone. Half of the celery's gone. Probably going to get rid of more celery. And that's about it for now. Everything else, I had to make sure it gets watered. I just fed it yesterday. Probably going to plant some more radishes, see if I can grow some more of those since I have half a bag of seed. And go from there. Let's go check out the woods before we turn this off. I don't know if anybody would ever join the stream if I did these, but I don't know. I had to figure out why that headset wasn't working either. We'll see if grass seed will grow here. Who knows? And we have a huge area back here.
There's my compost where I'm throwing the stuff I pull. And back here, this is what's crazy. He just plowed all this, and look at stuff growing back already. This area all cleared out. It's nice though. Come back here and it feels like I live in the mountains. Whew, it's nice and cool. I need to build a cabin back here. It's not my property, but yeah, I know. That's why I'm like ready to go back, because poison ivy is going to come flying at me. Just the wind blows the wrong way and I'll catch poison. There you have it, folks. Checked out the garden. Probably shouldn't be wearing my Adidas slides out here if I don't want to get poison again. I'm not good at identifying poison either. That's one of the problems. I know so many leaves and this and that, but I have a hard time figuring out what's poison and what's not, and that's a problem. Especially someone. Yeah, I love hiking back in that trail, going back through there. There's actually a creek back there, or as we call it here in southwestern Pennsylvania, a creek. Alrighty. Let's flip this camera. Really wish there was a quicker way to flip the camera. All right, so we have green beans. We're going to pick a bunch of those and have a big bowl of them. And then some of these little tomatoes are already ripening too, so maybe I'll make a salad later on today, throw these little tomatoes in there. How about it? So if you guys are watching this on the replay, hit the thumbs up. Thanks a lot. Leaves of 3, let it be. Yeah, I knew there was some kind of thing. So I appreciate everybody being a part of the show here today. It's a little, I thought about it yesterday instead of waiting until Friday, since I just planted all that grass and everything. Let's give you guys a little show, see what you think. So I might be on Hardcore Sports Network around 5, talking a little hoops with the boys. And then tomorrow, WrestleSense at 8, followed by more LTD. So appreciate you all being a part of the show. Peace and positive vibes and all that good stuff. And check out other streams today if you can. And I'll see you in my stream. Peace. Rock on. Hang 10. All that good stuff. Thank you so much. I'm out of here.